Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clones Karim is the name, yes indeed, survivors we are.
Hi, Krones Karim here. So I've got a very painful waist area, so I find it very hard to wear a belt, any kind of tight clothing, or trousers wise, or waist down wise. So after you've had your medical procedure, you'll find yourself going from the gown that they give you to lighter jogging bottoms or something loose. Now, because of the high output, I find my bag going from completely flat to being completely full within an hour, 2 maximum. So I've tried wearing skinny jeans and stretched jeans because it gave me a little bit more a little bit more street cred, and perhaps that's the vanity in me. But even with the bag being half full, at the very least, the jeans still feel quite tight, and it was hurting my waist. So I decided to go for braces on the trousers and then something on top of it. Now, I live with quite a simple budget. Pay my rent, pay my food, pay my bills, a little bit left over for DIY and such. And being a single dad has its expenses. So I would wear my braces until they're completely worn out. I mean, who's going to notice that they're under my clothes and, But by the end of its life, it can give up on you, leaving you quite embarrassed, especially if you're out shopping, carrying something heavy. So with the old DIY brain always active on various little projects, I put some time into, the way I can wear my trousers and what solution I could come up with my braces. So I bought myself this big elastic ribbon. I mean, it comes in a reel like this. It's quite good. It's quite stretchy, Back when Amazon and eBay and the like thereof weren't so popular, somewhere on the internet, I can't remember who they were now, but you can buy this stuff on eBay or Amazon easily now, and decided to make my own version of braces, but then I would sew them onto my trousers and, other things. So here's an ordinary pair of jeans, but you can see that that's sewed on, and again, it loops all the way around you, goes down the back, there's a little holder at the back to keep it in place. And I don't know how I live without these elasticated braces. Here we go. Here's another one. These are just regular combat trousers. I mean, loose on the waist, but again, nice, strong brace grips. So another useful tip I used to have, especially like when you travel a lot or you find yourself not near a toilet. So I used to go and pick my son up when he was born. It was like a 5-hour return trip. And, it was like a weekly thing. So I'd finish work on a Friday night. My tummy kind of still killing me. Barely enough strength to do anything extra, but I would go and pick him up straight after work. Because if I left it too late, it would be inconvenient to him because it was bedtime. So I would have to go with the bag that I'm wearing. And in those days, it's just a standard bag. It didn't have the drain, so you couldn't plug it into any kind of leg bag or what have you. And again, I'm at work the whole day, suit on and what have you, professionally dressed, so I can't have plugs and pumps and things like that in and out, because I felt a little bit very conscious about myself back then anyway. Now, don't really, it's just a way of life now. So trying to find a rest stop, not enough energy, so this is what I came up with. I took my trousers, so let me just get to a pair of trousers here, and just the leg bit there, I cut that open and fastened in Velcro. I sewed it in, put a bit of Velcro in there, so it was easier to then sort of pull the car over, empty my bag into some kind of portable toilet. And in those days, I think I was just using those really strong, resealable food bags. And yeah, just get on with my day. Now, those two things, the braces and the trousers thing, have made a huge impact on just carrying on with normal life without the pressures of having to go to the toilet or worrying about the stoma. These things made things a lot easier. So these little conveniences have made my life a bit easier, and it takes out the complication when it comes to the right clothes whilst managing the stoma bag. I'm sure I've got some more tips and tricks, and I'll probably post them later on. Having the bag is challenging, but it shows how resourceful we can be to adapt. And to be fair, once you get into the swing of things, you can really put your mind into finding more and more creative ways of making your life easier. You're remarkable, and I'm sure you will or have overcome those many, many hurdles. Corim out.
Survivors we are.